everyone. This is Morgan Rees, and I'm your host of the show Good Morning Morgan. Good Morning Black People with Morgan Rees, and I'm your host Morgan Rees. How everyone is doing? Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever time you're watching this. I'd like to welcome you to my show. And my guest for tonight is the amazing, talented Jess Brooklyn, and she's from Brooklyn, and her name is Brooklyn. Look at that! Look how it happens. She is also a spoken word poetess, and she's also an actress and the host for all the shows that are coming to your town in Richmond, Virginia. So after we do this introduction, I would like to welcome you to my guest, Jess Brooklyn. Hello, everyone. Again, this is Morgan Rees, and I'm your host of Good Morning Black People with Morgan Rees. And I have the amazing, talented Jess Brooklyn. Her name is Brooklyn, and she's from Brooklyn. How'd that work out? Well, welcome to the show, Jess Brooklyn. How are you doing this evening?
I am doing well, very well. Just shopping and splurging and chilling.
And nothing wrong with that. I am so grateful and honored that you decided to take out the time out of your busy schedule to come on my show. So everyone, stop talking about me, stop listening to me. Let's introduce Jess Brooklyn. Brooklyn, just tell us who you are, where you're from, and more about Jess Brooklyn. And how did you come up with that name?
Okay, well, I am born as Brenda Marguerite Lenoir. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, Puerto Rican, from New York.
That's not all day.
I moved here when I was younger, and when I moved here to Virginia, I ended up living in Richmond, and finally, started realizing I like to write. And when I realized that I like to write a lot, that's when I started realizing I could write poetry. I started on poetry.com. I got to read at the Lincoln Memorial, and I got to have my poetry put in Sounds of Poetry, which is a CD that you can find, I think, online still, and a book of poetry. There's many volumes of that. I think I was in volume 16, so that was pretty awesome. And then I don't know, I like doing stuff for the community. I like music. I like concerts, and I never have the money to get them, and I'm never on time to get them. And I never have the time in the schedule, especially that I'm a mom of two. And it became where it was like, oh my goodness, the world could be my journal. I've been through so much stuff where, I was in an abusive relationship for 17 years. Growing up was horrible, so it was like I never had anyone to talk to. I don't really have a connection with my family. So being able to find an outreach, and that helped. But I disappeared for a while and met my boyfriend, which you guys had on here, the comedian Benny Blanco Perry, and just opening my eyes to that world again and meeting a lot of the great poets that I've met along the way. It just pushed me to write more. So, and then I was like, well, I like music, and I met a lot of DJs. So now I'm DJ Jess Brooklyn as well. Yes. And then, I started, doing the DJing thing still, and still was doing my poetry. And then I was like, hey, who doesn't like sex? So I started jumping into erotic poetry. And I actually became fantabulous at it, and it's dope. So that gave me more of a self or exploration, like in my own sexuality, but then also to be more comfortable when it's time to talk to my daughter about hers. So it made me more comfortable with my body, especially my past. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been up to. Just that's how I've got where I'm at now. It's only been a year and 6 months, but I've done a lot. I get booked for DJing. I DJ Mic Check Mondays. I actually run a room called Wild Wednesday, and now actually about to get my whole business license and everything for it. I'm getting booked on shows and just out here doing in the community because I just love seeing what people are afraid to do in the light and with eyes watching to see them come into an open mic with a dark stage and what the heck they do. And it's like, oh my gosh. And they surprise themselves. So it's awesome.
Wow. Well, just Brooklyn, I have a theme for this year. 2023 is all about me. So it looks like Diva, 2023 is all about who?
Me.
There it goes. Everything you was not able to do, you was talking, thinking about it, contemplating on it, dreaming it, putting it on your vision board from years prior, even to last year. Looks like Diva, girlfriend, you are doing it.
Right.
You are you are super amazing, right? Wow, like boom, 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 poetess. The guys.
Hosting, yeah.
Yeah, now you DJing. You actually DJing instead of being the MC. You the DJ.
Yeah. Learning how to DJ and MC at the same time. So
There,
one day, hey.
I mean, the greats done it before. You had the DJ Jazzy Jeff. You had Run DMC. Jam Master Jay. They did it. They was doing.
And a lot of the DJs I got around me, they host and DJ their own events. So it's like, it's dope.
That's it. That's it. You don't have to take the microphone away from anyone now. You are the microphone. Mic check 1 2 1 2.
And one of my fellow DJs, Miss Friday Love, says, she says, you're always on the 1 2s and the boobs.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's a female, because we're all females. And it's usually mostly males, and there's very few female DJs. So she's throwing her own slogan. We're on the ones and boobs.
Well, think about this. Remember, Salt and Pepper had Spinderella.
Right.
DJ Diamond Cuts from Philly. So you follow behind those ladies' footprints. They're leaving that path just for you now in this generation. They're still doing their own thing.
I take it as they've opened the door for that opportunity. They have the opportunity. Like they've given the opportunity for us to even want to come out and do it,
and not be ashamed or be worried about it because you are a woman.
Right.
Wow.
But we better move over. Really.
So you said that you do poems. So you say you do poems, and you are a poetess. So I would like for you to do a clean poem if you possibly can.
I can.
If you can grace us with some of your skills of your gift and your craft.
Now, what was your slogan one more time for me?
2023 is all about me.
Okay. Years before, I've never been able to calculate the dates even making sense. Sometimes my Saturdays ran into my Mondays and I missed appointments and I was tired. I've come to a point in life that calendar books don't work for me, and nor do calendars on my refrigerator or alarms on my phone. Because I'm so worried about making the world around me corrected and fixed. I'm trying to make everyone around me happy. I'm trying to make everything in the world look green and make the skies blue like the pictures we used to make in kindergarten. But yet, I keep forgetting myself. So this time we've turned a new leaf and we've trickled new water into our wells. It is now 2023. It's all about me.
Listen, guys, did you hear what she just did? That's what she just pulled out of the top of her brain and just flow and just
Yeah.
Guys, y'all better slide to the side because just Brooklyn's coming through on the poetry side and the DJ side. Y'all better slide to the side. From Brooklyn all day, the Puerto Rican queen, yes.
All day.
All day. Look, I'm speechless. And I don't really be speechless that much, but Morgan Rees is speechless. Look, I'm snapping my fingers. Yes, hunty, yes. Wow, man. Wow. So you brought up something that I'm actually an author as well. And I came from a background like you did as far as a not happy relationship. And, you came on the other side. So can you share with other women, like I'm sharing with other women, my journey and my path, how do you get to the point where now you're able to trust again? And then while you're trusting, you're also building you up as a career woman, as a mom. Um, how can you share that with other ladies and some men who probably don't know as well?
Honestly, it's hard. I can
Mm.
say that it's not easy. And yes, counseling and talking to other people, that's going to help. But the biggest thing is building yourself and realizing worth is. And when you start looking at yourself in the mirror and start realizing that everything that everyone's either labeled you as, told you you weren't or were, or made you feel as though you were, when you start realizing you can make your own choices and you're not a kid anymore, you're not a kid where you have to listen to your parent. You have to say, okay, in order for me to do this, I got to do this. Like you can make your own choices. That's where you realize, hey, what these people were saying, I was dumb and I was stupid, but I don't have to believe that because back then my parent would pop me in the mouth if I tried to say, I'm not dumb, but now I can sit back and be like, I'm not dumb. And watch this, watch what I'm going to do. And you just find something to prove to yourself and not prove to other people. Basically, live for yourself, prove for yourself, better for yourself. Don't do it for anybody else. And it is a hard struggle. Like I can definitely say the trusting, it's a battle every day. You got to definitely be with somebody that's willing to be very patient. You have to be very patient because they're altering their mental state for you, and you got to alternate your mental state because they are on a regular brain frequency, and being normal, and it's okay to have female friends, and it's okay to be alone in a room with a woman and they just be friends and they're not really going to do anything. And you don't have to explain yourself when you're in a room with a guy by themselves. You're not worried about it. So it's just more or less taking your time with yourself, self-love, a lot of self-love, loving on yourself, hugging on yourself. And for me, it was talking to God a lot, and I still do, and I still struggle. It doesn't go away. I mean, 17 years, you can't just throw it away. And my childhood trauma, I jumped from one to the next and then into adult trauma. So it just doesn't go away, but it's realizing how I want my life to be and how I want people to perceive me. And that's the energy that I put out. That's the vibe I put out. That's who I put out, for everyone to see what I want them to see, which is, Brooklyn's dope. So that, that's what I push out. And that's what I tell anybody, just to, if anybody say you stupid, you know what? Just to prove your mental that you're not stupid, learn something else. Because I did a poem and people called me stupid and was like, that's all you know how to do is write emotional poems and you can't make people happy. So I learned how to DJ on my own. I'm self-taught DJ. So I learned how to, me and YouTube University. I learned how to DJ and I was like, hi, and now I'm DJing. And they're like, oh my God, we didn't know you could do that. And it was like, in my head, even though I didn't say it out loud, I was like, I told you I ain't stupid, you know? And so it just grew. It just kept growing and growing. And I kept trying to prove to myself, not anybody else, just myself, but still battling with them in my head. Like, I told you so. But on the
Like,
outside,
man
I'm
in the
like,
boo boo, look at me now. What you got to
right,
say now? I don't even
right.
care what you say because it's not even about you, it's about me.
You just got to have that partner that's willing, to guide with you and have a open heart to try to build with you and grow you because you're, baby steps, literally. You're retraining your brain. You're retraining your brain. And, all of you're restarting. And just like a baby, you got to teach them how to walk. You got to teach them how to talk. You got to teach them how to do things. You got to teach, everything. And that's basically what you're doing. You're learning how to talk to yourself again. You're trying to walk for yourself again.
Mm.
You're trying to do for you. Now you don't have to make somebody else happy. So now you got to make you happy. You're not shutting up because that person told you to shut up because that would make them happy. You're shutting up because you want to shut up. like, so it gives you more freedom, but you can get it. You can
Wow.
get it as long as you pray, pray, pray. I'm not good at it, but I tell people to do it. I do it all the time. And sometimes I'm just like, yo, God, yo, son. Like,
Believe it or not, he know who you are, so he don't
yeah,
look for this old special prayer or this
right.
organized prayer where
Look,
you're saying,
you know how I'm coming before I come. Like you made this script about my life and me before
yeah,
I even put on the face of this earth.
that's
So
it.
you know I'm gonna come at you like, yo, what's up, son? What's up? What are we like? You
And he
bugging?
like, yeah, daughter, I'm listening
Yeah,
to you. I hear you. I promise you he does. I promise you he
right.
does.
Yeah, he's
Wow.
talking back the same way, and I've learned that it's slowly things are changing, but that's because I'm trying to look at them differently, and then I have a strong backbone behind me, and I have, even though I don't have family, I do have a significant other that wants to see me grow too, just like I want to see him grow. So we just invest in that much growth in each other.
That's it. That's
Yep.
it. You said a
Mhm.
mouthful right there.
But
You said a
if you don't
mouthful.
have nobody, you better look in the mirror and say, you know what, today I'm gonna learn something new. Because I'm
That's
gonna
it.
start in my out that I'm dumb. I'm gonna do something to make myself feel beautiful. Whether it be eyebrows, nails, lashes, whatever.
And feel very intelligent because you are intelligent on purpose.
Right. We make people, okay? As a woman, I say we make people. As men, y'all, yes, they bring them in and say, here you go, the little person. Y'all be carrying people inside of y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Inside the men before they're inside of us. We're just incubators.
mm,
Bring humans into the world. It's impossible of what we can learn.
mm.
It's impossible of what we can learn, know, understand. It's beyond what we can own think. We create. We create people.
That's
Like,
it. Wow.
right. We're
Wow.
gods in our own universe, and even though we're like gods in our own universe, we still got a bigger God that's like, oh, you want to do that?
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. Well, Brooklyn, how can anyone find you? Guys, this young lady is phenomenal. Follow her. How do they find you on social media? Can you provide all your information so
Yeah.
they can check you out? Look, see what shows you're gonna be at and everything.
Yep. So on Instagram, you can all lowercase. It's just underscore Brooklyn 87. On Facebook, it's Brooklyn, and then last name Lenoire. Yes, Brooklyn is spelled like the borough. And then you also have Wow Wednesdays on Facebook. I have a page made just for the open mic page for Wow
Okay.
Wednesdays. You can look up Wow Wednesdays with the S at the end, and you'll be linked to me too.
So, how do they need to find you as DJ or as you're doing spoken word, as you're doing a poem? Where can they find you at in Richmond?
Right now I'm in. Well, they can flag me through the social media mostly. If you want to find me at shows, just follow my page. I have all my flyers everywhere. I'm all over the place. If you want to book me, same way. Hit me up through Facebook, Instagram. I'm just everywhere. So Facebook, Instagram is the best way to get a hold of me. Period. I would
What is
say
it?
that I just do mostly Instagram right now. I'm in Facebook jail for putting a half
Oh,
naked
oh,
up.
that's why I couldn't find you.
Yeah, Princess and in a half naked speedo, and I put that up
Oh
there. And
yeah, yeah. That,
yeah,
that will
very.
instantly place you there.
So
Well, do you have anything else you want to share with the world? Because you've already shared so much of your knowledge of who you are and how you overcame. That's why I titled my book is called Endurance is Victory. So you and I kind of was, tag team. We probably could share some notes and be like, girl, you yeah, okay, okay, okay. And that comes with your lovely personality and you overcame on purpose. So do you
thank
have anything you want to share with the world? A tidbit of information, whether it's just something to carry someone to motivate or inspire
yeah.
them and take them onto their next chapter and journey of their life.
Don't stop trying to find you, and even if you lose you and you don't have anybody else to help you find you, it's your responsibility to find you. Try to stay as strong as possible because everybody's journey is not the same, and nobody has a time limit on their journey. So I mean, it's all on you, and you just gonna have to keep pushing and being as great as possible and learn as much as you can. And famous thing I've heard just recently was idle hands is the devil's playground. So hey, you want the Lord to be working in your favor, give out some blessings, whether it be, helping other people with their talent show, or, just bringing a drink for your neighbor, or sitting on the porch and talking to him, saying hi to your local homeless guy, and talking to them. Just, open up. Be a good person to people. Be positive. Stop lying.
I
Stuff like that. Just,
like how you put that out there.
I mean, that's a pet peeve. I hate liars. So,
Same here.
yeah, it's just mainly just being yourself.
Wow.
And being real, and just be dope, and find every reason to be dope.
That's it. That's it. That's it. Well, guys, check out my girl, Just Brooklyn, on Instagram. Go see her, follow her at Wild Wednesdays, hear her speak. She did an amazing poem just off the dome of her head, like, yo. And she said, what's your slogan again? So I may have to go back and read that and listen to that again so I can be like, yeah, let me put that, add that in my little bag of trinkets.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for taking out the time of your busy schedule to join my show. I'm so blessed and humbled that you took out the time to do that. I know you are so busy. You guys got your DJing now, you're hosting here, you're doing this, you're doing that. And I'm so grateful you took out the time to come on my show. You are amazing. Don't change who you are for nobody. You are a survivor on purpose. I promise you. And because you survived, God got greater for you. So wait for it. Hold on for the ride. The 2023 is all about who?
Me.
There you go. There you go, guys. Well, again, guys, thank y'all for joining my show. Wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Again, this is Good Morning Black People with Morgan Rees. I'm your host, Morgan Rees. And guys and girls, go check out my girl, Just Brooklyn in the Richmond, VA. Thank you again, even though she's from Brooklyn like me. Thank you for joining my show. Have a good evening, good night, good morning, wherever you are, wherever time you're watching this. Thank you again. Be blessed and good night. I'm Morgan Rees, inviting you to tune in weekly for some empowering, enlightening, and embracing conversations to kickstart your day on Good Morning Black People.